Tanvi the Great is a film with many films in it.
सब कुछ जानते हुए भी आपने उसे रोका क्यों?
One track is focused on making us aware of the autism spectrum. Tanvi is autistic and her mother Vidya teaches her that she's different but no less, which might remind you of the Taare Zameen Par tagline, Sabka apna apna normal hai. Vidya is an autism expert. In places, the story pauses so that she and the others can explain the condition and how family and friends should approach it. She tells her father-in-law Pratap that he must discover Tanvi, not handle her. Another track is focused on what it means to be in the Indian Army. Tanvi's father and grandfather were soldiers and she decides that it's also her path. She must now overcome the many odds to fulfill her father's dream of saluting the Indian flag at the army's highest base in Siachen. So patriotism and the greatness of the army become the overarching note. Tanvi even sings a song called Sena Ki Jai. In between all of this, we also get the requisite army training montage. Two near identical accidents which have vehicles dangling dangerously off cliffs. Baman Irani in a bad wig playing an eccentric music teacher, and a scene with a young man named Mukund who calls himself Max. Max is an influencer and he doesn't understand why anyone wants to join the army. His ambition is fame and money. And his only purpose in this story is to underline how remarkable Tanvi's resolve and her love for the country is. Essentially, there are way too many boxes the film wants to tick. The story twists and turns to include them all, and Tanvi the Great ends up both overwrought and yet half-baked. Anupam Kher, returning as director after 23 years, is most successful when he's examining the prickly relationship between Tanvi and Pratap, played by Anupam himself. 41 years ago, when he was only in his late 20s, Anupam made a remarkable acting debut in Saransh, playing a senior citizen mourning his dead son. Pratap is in the same shoes, and Anupam once again delivers. He portrays Pratap as a man with grief ingrained in his bones. Pratap still hasn't come to terms with either his son's death or with Tanvi's condition. The best scenes in the film have Pratap trying to keep up with his granddaughter's antics. She can break into song anytime and recite obscure facts about plants and planets. He also has to make peace with the fact that she insists on calling him Colonel Raina. I think there's a film to be made on just their relationship. But this delicate bond is lost in the on-the-nose storytelling and convoluted bigger picture. Tanvi the Great runs for 2 hours and 39 minutes and it veers between being moving and just dull. Debutant Shubhangi Dutt, who plays Tanvi, interprets autism as a combination of looking into the distance, childlike gestures, gawky posture, blinking hard. In Taare Zameen Par, neurodivergent actors played neurodivergent characters which had far more impact. Here the effort shows, and despite Shubhangi's obvious commitment, the performance doesn't land. Pallavi Joshi is solid as Tanvi's relentless cheerleader. However, Anupam is much ahead of others in every frame. But the director can't match the actor, and that's the THR bottom line. You can see Tanvi the Great at a theatre near you. If you like this review, do subscribe to The Hollywood Reporter India.